are a lot of splicers between you and that replication chamber, Guardian. Stay alert.
Alright guys, this is mission 5. You start out in the Plague Lands pretty much on patrol, so we are going to be on the move pretty quick here. See if anything else is picked off. You'll have a few guys over here to your right, just to get yourself familiar with this section of the future patrols. And as I said, Void is going to be an important flavor of damage. You're going to want to keep some Void stuff with you. Lots of things from the Siva have Void, so. And I'm sure Nightfalls are going to be quite interesting for that. But you want to come down here, you can skip a lot of this right now. And we'll go ahead and go on into...
The splicers have built a fortress to protect the entrance to the complex. Short-sightedly, they decided to use the reactor in an old oil tanker as a power source. That's going to be our ticket.
Alright, so once we move on forward here, we'll get into the actual mission area. First part of it, at least. So what you can see in front of you is a pretty massive oil tanker that has been pretty much converted into, well, for one, cut in half from where it's been capsized and pretty much beached, and then they've actually used that as kind of a facility for what they need. So kind of cool. You can see all the multiple decks to it. You don't get to do a whole bunch of in-depth exploring, but you get to do a little bit, which is nice.
Strong energy signature nearby.
Depends on which area you want to head to.
That'll be the reactor. Swapping the fusion cell should knock out the network for a few minutes.
You actually get to go run down inside of it, so. And again, Void. Nice little benefits there. So come up in here, they've actually cut one of the doors open, trying to get to the energy warehouse facility, the nuclear reactor. If I could actually talk, I'd get it right the first time. And just keep running on through. Now you're going to get into this main vicinity here. This is where you're going to switch out the fusion cells. Sounds like it would be a bad idea to mess with something like that. I'll cover it in a second, but hey, we're just going to go mess with a nuclear reactor. We're experts on that, right? Totally. Careful, you can fall down there and die, so just don't fall in there. Apparently, Guardians are afraid of water. These are the Vandals again. When you get them to a certain low enough point of health, they will actually start charging you. Kind of get that in rage mode, so just be aware of that. In here you've got the first side. Pull this core and switch it. You can melee these guys with the core. Takes 2 hits on a couple of them. But as for the splicer, you're probably going to want to set this thing down. And take him out. Might want to pick up that core. Really brave just to let that thing roll around, so never said I was the smartest in the world, but that's alright.
Tinkering with an unstable Golden Age reactor infested with Siva. Child's play.
Yep, pretty much. That's what I was saying, so. Go ahead and switch these two, no problem. Go ahead and get the issues here. Cores are reversed. See if we can shut down this and neutralize it without exploding ourselves.
Wow, that was fast.
Maybe, but it won't last. Move, Guardian.
Alright.
The Siva replication complex awaits.
So now we're off to Archon's Keep. Coming at the other side of the ship over here. Jump on your Sparrow and you can skip on towards at least the next part. Not have to fight really anybody else. Yep. Now.
It won't stop the Fallen from using the Siva they already have.
There's more than one battle in a war.
As I said, there's more than one battle in the war, but this is the Siva replicator that we're going after, so we're trying to stop them from being able to produce more and more of it. Doesn't mean they haven't already caused the damage that they have, and there's not a whole lot of stuff out there already, but just the fact that we can try and stop it from being infinite and overrunning the entire world, stage 1.
What was that?
Saladin said the Fallen couldn't control Siva. I'm guessing that disrupting their hold on it is having some adverse effects. I wouldn't celebrate too quickly.
So yep, this is where you're going to be going. You can get up here pretty quickly on your Sparrow, take advantage of the fact that they're all blinded. Again, watching out for those little mini bombs that come out of their heads when they die. And up in here, this is how you get to Archon's Forge, in case you guys wanted to know. If you want to come back in here, again, just boot up patrol and take the exact route I did. Pretty much go to the right from when you start, and then just keep going down the path and you'll be able to get here. This is where you'll do the new kind of public event, Court of Oryx type thing. I haven't got amazing rewards from it yet, but still have to see what happens when we take out a bigger group.
Frames, constructs, some things I haven't seen before or since.
So as you can see below, this is Archon's Forge, so you're going to have a few things down there to worry about. You've got a splicer captain, depending on where he ends up lighting. So you're going to have a few enemies down there. Really what you're trying to do is actually get behind it, so you need to take out these enemies first. So if you want to do this from above, from safety, this is probably not a bad thing actually. Keep working these guys down. Watch this captain. He's going to be your main source of annoyance, just because he's the big ugly. Dregs, not so bad. Hey, I got a legendary. What do you know? Alright. So, once you're done with those, come down here. Apparently you don't actually have to kill them, but I'm just going to go ahead and say you probably should for safety of running through here. It's up to you guys if you want to run by. I don't know if it opens or not, just because I usually can't see it from that far up.
We did not understand.
How can you be so certain Rasputin won't get involved once we're inside?
The Vanguard still believe Rasputin to be simply a war mind. He hasn't been that for a very long time.
Alright, so from up here, once you get through this tunnel, you'll have some areas down below. You can actually walk around down here, don't worry about that. I know water's like evil in some places and not in others. Apparently it's all about the depth of the water and our ability to swim. But come around here and work your way up and around. Check if there's anything else, of course, if you have any random rogue enemies. Siva clusters, anything like that. I haven't really found any as of late. I've been looking, but I've not been spotting any, so no such luck yet. You'd think like these tunnels would have some fruit to their labors, but nope, nada. So, yep, still pretty empty on these Siva clusters, so no idea how many there are going to be, but they've got me eluded as of so far. Head towards the giant glowing Siva attachment on the wall, and we'll keep diving in deeper and deeper. And again, you're going to keep going farther and farther down in. Once you get here, you're going to be going through a bit of a corridor of like venting. So just kind of keep ducking, crouching through as you need to, run where you can, over here, and then you'll peek out and find the next little room. And this will be kind of a double-sided room with this little engine-looking thing in the middle, kind of two-sided cylindrical thing. You got some on either side. Just take out the splicers. Cook down any unfortunate souls who manage to stay here nearby. And again, the main ones, the captains, those void damage weapons are always going to be a huge little benefit. Takes them out pretty fast. Not quite up on my grenade, which would be nice to have, but actually I'm probably going to try and save those for the final fight. And what is this one? Gauntlets. Unless it's actually blue, it's green. Don't mind getting rid of green, but definitely not going to run out of armor materials with all this stuff now. And here's the final drop. It's a pretty lengthy one. Nope, sorry, wrong. It's coming up.
I have some leads on that. Fallen chatter about some crazy splicer priest who wants to play God. I'm kind of with Saladin now, though. Zealots can take a back seat until the heavy lifting is done.
Alright, so you got captains down there. You can descend down here into the Iron Tomb. And we're almost at the last final resting place for all the Iron Lords. Got this little mini room first, though. Quite a few enemies over there, so just take your time as their shots are coming to you. Work them around this box for cover. Try not to take too many of them on at the same time, just because there are a lot, and their shots all together, they add up to some damage. They're not that lethal one by one, but really in general nothing is in this game. But if they get a nice group on you, or a nice sniper shot, things tend to hurt a little more. So weird, their headshots. I can't quite figure them out. Looks like we got servitors coming out somewhere. Sounds like I've got a Scorch Cannon guy down there, so see if I can take him out with a little bit more of ease before he gets too insane. And he's down. Easy part remains. Flame Shield and Torch is always a nice one.
The replication chamber is beneath you. Look for a way down.
Down. Tough call, but down is going to be down inside. So you're going to slide down here, and you're not coming back up, so if there's anything else you need from this area, any engrams to pick up or anything to balance for your inventory, now's your time to do it, because once you fall down, you're not coming back up until you finish this. So here we go.
Aren't there ever stairs?
Yeah, stairs are less fun. So if you do jump, just make sure you can slow yourself down. Warlock's, of course, having a nice advantage of complete slowdown. My Titan took some fall damage, even though I slowed down pretty substantially. Hunter, I haven't done it yet, but of course, just pause your jumps and get your jump right before you land.
This dark heart, young wolf. Be on your guard.
And work your way through. Horrible misses on all of that stuff over there, including the servitor. Digging the new sidearm changes. I haven't used this one in PvP, for example, but this one is definitely a slower firing, harder hitting side iron. It's a new golf club, the side iron. Hope you guys enjoy that fun little commentary. As opposed to your 9 iron or your 3 iron, it's your side iron. But sure. You guys totally know what I mean, right? Right. Am I right or am I right? Well, that's most of them. Joys of a grenade that sits there for a while. And a sidearm that's the right damage type. And now it's time for the big door to open, and we're getting closer. Now we're on the home stretch here, so keep an eye out for ghosts and things. There is one ghost I do want to show you guys when we get close to it. I have picked it up already, but I'm not entirely sure if I actually showed it on camera.
By the light. I didn't even know someone with the traveler's gift could
Basically,
die.
it's going to be right along here, right when you come out. It's going to be tucked right in this little area here, so just if you run quick by this edge, you may actually get a glimpse of it popping up on your radar. But just turn around and look for it right along this area here, and you guys will find it right in this area. So, ghost there for you guys. Feel like I'm probably missing another one, but I don't think I am from what I remember. And this is going to be the final room, guys. Now, if you look at the ceiling, you'll notice we've got some stuff hanging from up there. You've got Siva basically in the heads of Guardians and amongst other things. Yeah, not the best look in the world. So, that's the axe. We all know where that one comes from.
I'm detecting DNA. They're human.
Indeed they are.
That's not possible.
So, now we initiate the self-destruct. See if we can get out of here.
Entering self-destruct.
You guys are like, that's too easy. You're right.
What's happening?
That's too easy.
No.
You want to make sure and grab this thing pretty quick early on because you're going to have a lot of stuff to fight. And the way this works is when you swing with your R1 trigger, you actually build up ammo for it, which is good. And then as you build up ammo, you can use your big attack occasionally. Once you have full ammo, as long as you're above half ammo, you'll do extra damage to it, which is good. And then just keep using that big damage occasionally. You'll get the ground to set on fire. And again, keep using this axe. It's ultra effective on these guys. Also very effective on groups, which you'll realize. Then now you've got 2 of them actually dropping, so you got to try and focus on one. Try and not have both of them come at you too much. And again, if you have enemies come up around you, remember the fact that you do have your slam. Now if you have a lot of guys coming to you and you need to move a little bit, don't forget you can run around the room a little bit if you need to, just because there's going to be quite a bit going on. So if you need to hide, gather your health for a second, you can. And remember, every time you use this thing and you actually get damage on enemies, you're going to be able to build up some ammo. So keep hitting these guys. R1 is a very effective way to build up your ammo, and then finish them with R2. Then you should have one more guy up here in the middle. Each time you kill one, you're going to get some more adds. If they come to you, especially the dregs, use a nice slam attack and you'll clear the place out. Now you also get some slam attacks from him occasionally, which hurt, but if you can time these right, you should be able to continue to keep your ammo up, which you want to keep your ammo up as high as you can. You'll notice once you get your ammo high enough, you do actually have more damage because your axe is actually on fire the higher your ammo is. Especially once you get up here to like the 80s. Axe is completely on fire, doing tons of damage. He's still slamming the ground, but he's not doing that much damage to me. So it's really not that tough of a fight, and that final swing should finish things off and should wipe the enemies out of here. Now, the other thing to remember, you are not done once this happens. So you've got your axe, come up here to the panel. We're going to finish off the sequence. The relic definitely is going to get overpowered. You want to initiate the sequence, so interact with it. When that happens, you need to run, and run quickly.
We need to go very fast.
Need to get out of this little corridor quickly. You're going to have some enemies that push you hard, so make sure you continue to run. Try and have full health in here, maybe a couple grenades. If you're like a warlock running Stormcaller, this can work in your benefit here. Again, a couple things here that will help you. Radiance, keep you alive. Just make sure you run quickly. You're going to have a lot, again, coming your direction. And then keep pushing with the axe. As you keep hitting R1, you do kind of get a bit of a burst forward. And then try and jump out of here as quick as you can, as everything tends to explode. And you can pretty much watch as things finish up.
Well done, my young wolf. Siva is gone, and the Iron Lords are at peace. Return to the Iron Temple. You have earned your reward.
So you can do your happy dance now. You have finished the campaign for Rise of Iron. It's only 5 missions, but again, the campaign is always just the start. There's so many more quests to go. You're definitely not done. Hope you guys enjoyed these little videos. Commentary was not exactly exhilarating, I know. This is going to be used to finish up the quest line here at the tower, or not the tower anymore, sorry, Fellwinter Peak and the Iron Temple. So go turn that one in and you'll see what you get. Other than that, hope you guys enjoyed it. Likes are appreciated. Check out the main channel and I will keep the Rise of Iron content coming your way. Have a good one.